Hi friends! If we haven't met yet, my name is Simi, and for the last decade I have been learning how to go from being constantly overwhelmed to living with intention and creating a life that I truly love. I call it my princess life because as a Bat Melech, a daughter of the king, I want to live with intentionality, with calm and grace and connection and focus on what really does matter in life. And now I'm on a mission to share what I've learned with you. So let's jump right into today's video. Oh, and stay to the end because I'm going to show you how to braid a 6-braid challah. So if that interests you, I'll see you at the end of the video. I'm going to show you exactly how I make them, package them, and reheat them so they taste fresh and super yummy for Shabbat, whether you're enjoying them in a week or in a bunch of weeks from now. I like to make sure all of my challah rolls are the same exact size so I know what people will be happy with at a meal, how many I should take out of the freezer. So what I do is I weigh them. I'm using metrics because I'm in Israel, so my challah rolls are 100 grams. But you do you. Pull a little dough. I like to use a knife to cut it. And then just weigh it. By me, it's 119 grams right now. I'm just going to put a little flour because it was sticky. And I want my challah rolls actually to be 150 grams. So that's 164. 153. That's good enough for me. A little more flour down over here. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and weigh out all my rolls and lay them out like little soldiers, waiting over here on the counter. And while they're waiting, they're going to do a little more rising, which is also going to help them be nice and soft. Every time the challah rises, it stretches the gluten a little bit more, and it does very good things for the dough. So we've got 150 grams here. That's 137. I'm going to add a little more. 152. That is good enough for me. So here we are at the end. All of my challah rolls, well, the dough for my challah rolls are 150 grams. But because life, the last one is 127 grams. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit from each of them until it gets to somewhere close, like 140 or so. That way they'll all be more or less the same. It's important to me that I know that when I take a challah roll out of the freezer, it's going to feed the same amount of people each time. What are we up to? 144. Yeah, we're almost up to 150. So I'm just going to take a little bit from the rest of these. 146. A little bit from you, a little bit from you, and a little bit from you. Because some of these were a little over. Some of them were like at 152. There we go. We're at 150. Yofi. So now they're all good. And now we're going to get into the shaping. So we do not want to have a thicker in the middle like we're going to do for the 6-braid challah. We want these for rolls. For challah rolls, we want these to be even, okay? So I like to first flatten it a little bit, roll it up. It helps it to kind of breathe. It helps the dough to breathe. And try to roll it somewhat evenly, okay? Get a nice little snake. It's fairly even. It doesn't matter if there's some lumps and bumps and squidges on the end. It doesn't matter. More or less. Okay, more or less. And now we're just going to tie a knot. See how I did that? It's a little knot. I learned this when I worked in a family bakery. People came in and bought these because they were yummy, cute, and delicious. So now you know, fancy bakery secret for tying up challah rolls. You're literally just making a knot. So make it long a little bit. Do another one. Okay. Make sure it's long enough. This is like from my pinky almost to my elbow. Because you have to have enough room to tie that knot. Okay, around and through. You want to make sure you do have that little bit sticking up there because it comes out really nice. Okay, I'm putting these on the tray, giving them enough room to rise. So here we are with our fresh baked challah rolls. One is already missing because I have a teen home for the summer and he wanted one. So mommy was nice. All right, so now whether you've got big challah rolls like me, up to you. It's the same process. We're gonna take our saran wrap. In Israel, I like Nicole. The Sano brand sticks too much, and I like using the one that has a zipper so I don't have to tug and battle with saran wrap. So, I'll pull out some saran wrap and just pick up a challah roll and wrap it up. It's really all there is to it. When your challah is wrapped well, it just lasts beautifully in the freezer. If I put it into a baggie or into foil, it's not the same thing. That's about it. Wrap it just a little bit, close it off, wrap it up. All the air is kind of squooshed out and the challah rolls are nice and protected. We're gonna do one more together just to make sure that it's clear. All right, we're wrapping them up one way and then give it a little turn. Make sure that it's spread out and go the other way. Okay, zip it off. Press out all the air. You don't really feel the air getting pressed out, but you know it's close. We'll do one more, just for good measure. It's not an exact science. It doesn't really matter if you get it wrong. If you feel like you missed a spot, just wrap around again. It's not a big deal. There you go. So how do we warm these up so they'll be yummy, yummy for Shabbat? You've got two options, maybe three here. Okay. If you've got a big challah, they tend to be a lot more moist inside, and you just defrost it, unwrap it, and put it straight on your plata or your blech, whatever you're using. You can either put it straight down, or you can do what I did here and put like an upside down baking pan in between, and then just turn it every so often so it kind of gets hot and crispy on each side. But if you've got these little rolls like me, they're gonna dry out if you do that. I actually keep them in the saran wrap, and I will place them on the upside down pan on top of our plata, or if I've got a pot like chicken soup or something going on that plata, then I will just put it right here on top, put a couple of them up there, and then every so often, turn them over so they're warm all around. If you feel like it's almost time to eat and they're not warm enough, you can always move it to an upside down pan or something like that. Sometimes I also will put a little cloth over the top to keep them extra warm, and if I see it's necessary. The main thing is you want to take it out beforehand. They really, especially for these little challah rolls, they kind of are happier when they stay in their wrapping. And then right before the meal, just about when it's time to do kiddush, I'll unwrap them. If you can't find the beginning, it's okay, just poke a hole, take it off, it's fine for Shabbat. And I'll let them warm for those last few minutes, either up here or on the upside down pan without the wrapping. It's just a couple minutes between kiddush, washing. It's not very long. They won't dry out in that amount of time. That way they're ready to go. While everybody's washing, I'll pop them underneath the challah cover, and there you go. Super fresh homemade challah that you baked a long time ago. Enjoy. When you're making a 6 braid challah, one of the most important parts of it, to give it that nice girlish figure, is don't roll your strands straight. Here, I'm gonna show you. If you just roll your strands straight, like this, okay, it won't have a good shape. What you need to do is to make them thicker in the center and tapering down on the sides. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you take your little bit of dough, I like to flatten it a little bit, and roll it up just a bit, okay? Make sure there's enough flour to keep everything smooth. And then you're putting pressure towards the outside, just gently rolling towards the outside, little bit, so that the center is thicker. Can you see that? How the center is thicker, okay? Like this little sneak. Here, we'll redo. It doesn't matter if they're all super thick or not. I'm gonna redo the one that I did before. Okay. This one's a little tougher because it was already rolled out. It's usually softer the first time, so I gotta roll a little harder. You know what? I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and rise together because it's not behaving itself. Okay, a little bit of flour. Let that sit. We'll do the other ones first. Okay, so we're flattening them, rolling them up a bit. Okay, and now just gently, a little pressure so that it's nice and thick in the center, tapering down on the sides. It's actually good because I want you to see what happens, how tough it gets. It makes a big difference if it was rolled out once before or not. Okay, thicker in the center, tapering on the sides. A little pile of flour there. Okay. Roll it up. Roll it out. And this is the one we had before. Let's see if it'll be a little more compliant now. A little bit more. Could use a few more minutes, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. There are 6 of them, and nobody will notice if some are a little less perfect. But that was pretty good. It is a little bit thicker. That's pretty good. Okay, now we're going to set them up. Okay, so we've got all 6, and we're going to do 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now the way I've put them, I have 3 over here and 2 on this side. Well, actually 4 over here. This one's kind of in the middle. 3, 1 in the middle, and 2 on the sides. Okay. Now, first things, we're going to knead the tops together. Okay, so the tops are locked in. Okay. Let's actually move these 2 apart. So we have here 2, 2, and 2. Okay. We're going to take the one that is, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 2, we've got 1 and 2. Number 2 is going to go up to the top, and number 1 is coming over. And now, we've got 2 here, and our number 1 went up there. So now on this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the number 2, go up to the top, and bring the number 1 in. Okay? So now we have 3 over here and 2 over here. Same thing. Number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in. Number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in. Just be careful if it's pulling up. Try to get it to behave itself and lay down nicely. At this point, you might want to just keep it in your hand because you're just going to play with it. Number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in, 2 goes up, number 1 comes in. Number 2 goes up. This time, I'm getting to the center where the pieces are thicker. I'm giving a little pull. Number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in, number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in, number 2 goes up, number 1 comes in, and at this point I kind of have to use my pinkies. Number 2 goes up, 1 comes in, and the last one, number 2 goes up, 1 comes in, and I've got these little ends. That's fine because it's dough. We're going to knead it together. And now we have a really pretty challah, but we've got these grungy little ends. So we're going to just knead the ends together and tuck them underneath and give a little push. When you give a push, here, it went from here being long, okay, with the squingy little ends, tucking them under, okay, and just pushing it together. And that gets the center to pop up, and it gives it this nice little shape, okay? It's so pretty. And when that rises, it's going to be gorgeous. Unfortunately, I can't show you the finished version because I don't have enough challah eaters. When I had 6 children at home, or parts of them at home, at least, 4 of them, or even 3 of them, we would polish off a bunch of these, at least 3 or 4 of these every Shabbat. But now, between the aging people who don't eat carbs and the lack of young children at home, we only have 1 or 2 carb eaters on Shabbat, and I have to stick to the Challah Rolls. But I'm sure you can tell it'll be gorgeous, either on a tray, or you can also put it into, like, they sell these like oval shaped pans, and it rises up kind of like a crown, comes out so gorgeous. Thanks so much for sharing this time with me. I would love to hear from you. So if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, share them below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to get more videos like this. And if you found it helpful, share it with a friend. They might find it helpful too. And remember, Hashem loves you more than you can ever imagine. He wants you to have an amazing day today and every day. Bye for now.